Well, good morning, degenerates.
Ooh, damn, that one's much better than the last one.
Oh, yeah!
Whoa, god damn it happened again. Oh god, I'm gonna have to think of a 50 subscriber special. This wasn't supposed to happen for the next 20 years. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I know. It seems there's shocks all around today. You may have noticed something different. I cleaned my sentient whiteboard. But in all seriousness, the beard kinda had to go, especially with the plague taking over the world. Me having to leave my house once in a blue moon, alongside me being part of a very dedicated team of engineers who are attempting to make a proper mask for both medical workers and maybe later public use if possible. And no, I don't actually intend to make a video on it. I kind of feel like I would be exploiting the YouTube algorithm just for clicks and views, and that just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good to me. Alongside that, I kind of have to apologize for how slow the content on my channel's gonna be and how slow it has been already. I hope you can forgive me for that, but I feel like this is kind of important for me to focus on. So you're just gonna work day and night on a full engineering level design development of an N95 equivalent respirator for use by medical professionals instead of gaming the YouTube algorithm and just making another one of those clickbaity homemade mask videos like everyone else to get tons of views?
Yes.
Unless, I mean, I actually want to see that, but I doubt it. But anyway, enough procrastination. On to what this video is actually about. The New World release date. Yes, that's right. It's coming. That's right, it's coming. Right there. It's right there. It's right around the...
We've had to make the difficult decision of pushing New World's launch date to August 25th, 2020.
No. 25th of August. It hurts to say.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
Hey, Rose from the future here, just taking over for absolutely no reason at all. Now, I don't think this is all doom and gloom. I don't think it's such a bad idea, though I do think that Amazon is missing out on a gigantic opportunity by delaying it. And I think that one of the big things they need to think about is what are they going to do for the customers that made a pre-order into this game. Now, for full transparency, one of those customers is, well, me. Now, I do think that Amazon have thought about this. You've got a bunch of highly qualified people with nice fancy pieces of paper from nice fancy universities who've probably sat together, maybe Scott Lane himself, who've had a conversation about this, and they've done a cost-benefit analysis as to whether it is a good idea to release the game in a more broken state, but in a time period when most people are going to be staying home and when they would likely get the most amount of customers, or delay it and hope that they can release the game in a more finished state and in a better quality version than what they would have been able to had they given us this game during April. Now keep in mind, I'm saying this believing that the devs are also kind of pulling a fast one on us. From people I've been talking to who have played the alpha, who've been nice enough to contact me, which has been quite wonderful. Nothing NDA breaking though, keep that in mind. They've been telling me that they do like the game. They like the mechanics, they like the visuals, they like what they see, but they believe it needs more work. They believe that it needs more than just another month before it can be released and be in a great state. And I'm pretty sure that Amazon's aware of this. I'm pretty sure that they're aware that one of the things that kills the most MMOs is a really, really crappy release. Now, for those who are looking to get into the beta and hoping to do so this month, I believe that the rumor date that was flying around was the 18th, although unfortunately that was unconfirmed. Hopefully, Amazon does something special for them, because the beta players, and I'm not just kind of saying this from a selfish perspective of the fact that I pre-ordered, but from the perspective that there are a bunch of people who pre-ordered, who put their faith in Amazon, who've already paid into this, who have put their money where their mouth is, as you would say, which is generally not a good idea, but they've done this on good faith, hoping that Amazon would pull through for them. Now, one of the things that Amazon is still doing is they are still giving out weekly access to the alpha of their game. They are still looking for people to playtest. I believe that because you've already had a pre-order, that you should get preferential treatment and consideration when it comes to getting access to the alpha, that these players should be considered before anyone else. Now, this does pose a problem of security and people releasing things, but those have kind of already been happening, and Amazon's been fairly good at shutting those down very quickly. Now, there's kind of two ways to look at this game. Well, three actually. But I think we'll leave that third one to the experts. Now, we've kind of already discussed one of them, which is the optimistic viewpoint, which is the viewpoint I take. And there's also kind of the pessimistic side of this, which is that this game is already going to be dead on arrival, that Amazon screwed this up too much, they've messed up the marketing, that there's just too much that's gone wrong, and there's too many lies that have been told. With that being said, I don't believe that they have told us any lies. I think they've been kind of straightforward with us, and being straightforward, making changes, I think they have misstepped, but I don't think they've lied to our faces, which to me is still a good sign. And hey, if you're taking the negative perspective, I can't really blame you. I get why this would be frustrating. I understand that, well, MMOs have been dead for a long time, and this could have revived them, and well, maybe this doesn't. Maybe this is the thing that puts the nail in the MMO coffin once and for all, if not even the company with a sea of money bigger than most countries can't even get it right. But with that being said, even from a pessimistic side of things, pushing back the release date is probably a good idea then. It gives them more time to work on the game. It gives them more time to redevelop their marketing strategy and to renew how they plan to release this game and how they do it. Now, in the meantime, while we wait for them to release the game and give us access, keep in mind that the beta players do still get in a month early. I believe they get in July now, although no solid date has been confirmed for beta players. However, I don't think this fully makes up for the fact that they've shut out these players who are hoping to get in earlier to get some idea of what the game is going to be like, and then experience it before everyone else and before they reset back to zero. Also, in the meantime, the devs are planning to release more deep dive videos, more information on their website. They most recently gave us a few pretty pictures to look at that I'll put up somewhere on screen here for you to look at as well. And they're going to be focusing on the war and invasion mechanics next, if I haven't gotten that wrong. So I'll be making a few videos on that. Originally, I'd planned this video to be a very self-indulgent look into what I had planned to do in New World myself. So I think in the meantime, I'll leave you with this. Currently, I plan to make a company when I get into New World. And so far, I've been looking for a name. I've come up with 3 so far with the help of people in my Discord. Number 1 being Sanctus Infernum. Number 2 being the Cool Kids Club. And number 3 being Grape. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any ideas, if you have anything you want to say in the comments down below about what you think this delay means for the game, whether you think this just puts it further in the grave or whether you think this is actually a good idea, you just wish they had told us sooner, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to get everyone's opinion, whether you hate this idea, whether you hate Amazon, or whether you think this is a great idea. And hey, you know what? I can't be too salty about this because this kind of works in my favor, especially because this allows me to focus on my other work in the meantime. It allows me to make more relaxed content, get a little bit better at editing if I can, maybe entertain you a little bit more, and by the time New World releases, I'll be a little bit better prepared. In the meantime, while you're locked down and while you're hopefully staying indoors and bored out of your skull, I can leave you with an interview that's been done by Amazon Games that's about New World. Now, technically this video is about why you should work at Amazon Games, but it kind of gives us a little bit of information about New World here and there. So this little bit of a live stream / interview was done with Ethan Evans, Nick Lang, and Devin Nash. And hopefully that'll keep you preoccupied for an hour or 2 while we wait all the way until August, until the release date of this game. In the meantime, I suggest you go check out one of these many creators who actually know what they're doing versus me, who's just some idiot sitting in a room talking to a camera. And you know what, I'm not going to bother trying to stretch this out to 10 minutes. I feel like I've wasted enough of your time in the day, maybe entertained you a little bit.
So if you like this video, then hit that like button. If you didn't, you know where that dislike button is. Subscribe if you want more. But in the meantime, hope you have a great day. I hope everything goes your way. But it's time now for you and I to bugger off. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you again to all 48 of you who subscribed. It means a lot to me. It genuinely made me shit myself a little bit when I saw that number change so quickly. And stay the fuck indoors.
I don't know, Don't know what it is about this rubber seal, but it just keeps on reminding me of someone I used to date.